Hi, everybody. Welcome to tonight's episode of Ravenloft Misfits. I'm Jonny, I'm the DM. List of the cast names, socials, pronouns, and where you can find them, all of that stuff in the episode description. Since this is a recording, we are not going to be live, unfortunately, but we will be back on the first Monday of October. We'll continue whatever happens after this. So please make sure to follow, do the subscriptions, give us a rating. There we go. Give us 5 stars. Do the things. Join our Discord. Let us know how you feel. All right, Zack.
We are gathered here today to celebrate Roll20.net and what an amazing website it is and how it supports us in every single episode of this campaign. Even though we're not streaming, still makes it possible for us to play offline together. Thank you very much, Roll20.net. We appreciate you so much. I do use Roll20.
I do too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I do.
What else do
Another
we
thing
do?
I do is make music on Sirenscape. You could check it out too. If you look at the episode description, there's a link that you can check out. I had a question recently about what kind of types of subscription you can get. There's different types where you can do like Pathfinder stuff, D&D stuff, sci-fi stuff. You can have different subscriptions for different sounds and stuff like that. Or if you want all of them, you can do the Super Siren subscriber, which is only $11 a month, which is a great deal because all of this music is incredible. And you can upload your own music. There's also a tier for that too. If you just want to have storage for music that you upload yourself, you can do that. Anyways, check it out. All right, quick recap. Not for the players because this recording is literally the day after our last one. But last session, you all readied yourselves for the 3 weeks leading up to the wedding. Vaughn, you had learned that about your mother's past, even learning that your name was meant to be Devan, named after your father. Katya and Lumaria chose to spar and train, and Lumaria also reached out to the patron, though not in the episode, during this little in-between time. Citron, you picked up pottery again, and you made a bowl for Heroes Feast. Sorsha meditated with the Fanes and was given the seed of the Elder Tree, and Beatrice made some magic items pretty much the entire time. Outside of that, we also spoke about Ceres, and it seems that Argene Vostholt will be handed off over to Ceres after this, with the exchange of a devil to aid them in the conflicts ahead. But after all of that was said and done, you gathered your allies over in Moonshade, like you had talked about previous episodes before. You had gathered a small tree that you had put in the portable hole where Citron is currently just chilling inside of, since he wasn't invited to the wedding, and you are now entering into Castle Ravenloft. So, with that, change the music up. As you exit the tree, rain is the first thing that greets you, followed by the flashing bright lights of lightning and the loud cracks of thunder. It seems as though Strahd may not have a connection to the land, but he still has a connection over his lair, his castle. The drawbridge opens for you to walk into the grounds of the castle, where you see towering stone turrets, a black steel portcullis on the other side that then lifts, and you see lines of guards that lead to the front entrance, as well as more guards on the parapets around, including 4 stone statue gargoyle-esque dragons that weren't here before. But Beatrice, you do remember that there was a trap that was set inside of the main entrance of Castle Ravenloft, and it seems that they are out of that and out and about. With all of that, at the door, Beatrice, you see an old friend, Escher, is waiting for your arrival, accompanied by the beautiful sounds that you can hear of the organ inside. Yeah. As you're approaching, Escher does a slight bow looking to you, Beatrice. It
My
is good to
dearest
see you.
Escher.
Yes, it is good to see you. So, big day.
Indeed, I'm just glad I was granted an invite, and I'm glad to see you're being put front and center for the day.
That is not true, and you know it. We will all be second to what is going to happen today. But honestly, that is fine with me. I'd rather be forgotten about than thrown in the dungeon. You know what I mean?
Of course. Everyone, this is my dear friend Escher. We spent some time together in the palace. Escher, this is, well, I'm sure you're going to meet a lot of people today, but these are some faces worth remembering.
I do remember you, Katya, right?
Yes. Did I talk to him last time?
I don't think you
Or
talked to
Interact with him?
but I
Okay.
think if I
But he would
remember
know who I
right,
am.
I'm pretty sure he was on to the, like, he knew that you were the daughter of Strahd and
Sure.
had said something beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Okay. Yes, it is a pleasure to meet you.
Well, oh, and Sorsha, it is good to see you as well.
Hello.
The rest of you, it is great to meet each of you. Well, everyone is waiting in the chapel area, so as he turns, you follow him into Castle Ravenloft, where you find the beautiful organ music. It welcomes you into this large castle, echoing off of the walls here. The grand hall is open, and it is filled with bright candlelight and shining armor sets all throughout this about 100-foot long hallway. The doors on the other end are also open, where you find the chapel is filled with not so much whispers, but low talking voices. One of them you definitely recognize, Katya, is your mother, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And Beatrice, you notice the wives that are currently sitting in the front row. Each of them
Have they
all look
noticed
to you
me?
when they... Oh yeah. When you enter into this chapel, everyone looks towards each of you and sees the newest arrivals, and you get some looks, Beatrice, like the like up down scoff kind of looks from each of the wives. But Escher finally stops at the end of the walkway and, well, find your seat wherever you want. I will be sitting over here with the wives.
I guess that is a good question. Are we here in the groom's party or the bride's party? I guess we have a little bit of a split allegiance as far as that's concerned.
It is completely up to you where you want to sit, so we didn't really have a seating chart for this. And to be honest, there's not a lot of people here. And when you kind of look around, you see that there are guards that are covering two of the exits out of the chapel. They don't seem to be like making sure that anybody is getting past them, but they're in a leisure stance. But you do see you see about 6-ish people in here, including Katya and Sorsha. You notice, do you remember that really long time ago when you were in the Abbey where it was that giant woman that you were sent into Archibald's mansion to gather the face of Grimm's wife, which
seems
name
familiar,
is
yeah.
escaping me. But you see that giant woman who is sitting on the end of the right-hand side pews and just sitting, staring at the wall. Outside of that, you see another person named Helga. Beatrice, you know that this is more of like the kind of like the cleaning and servant, I guess. And then you see Leaf Lipsiege, who is the bookkeeping person, who is ancient, though he is as normal as any other person here in Barovia. He just happens to be the person bookkeeping for Strahd. The last person that you see, Katya, you would be the only person here who knows of this person. You see Madame Ava, the person that had given you your Taraka reading way in the beginning of the campaign.
Oh, I didn't expect her here. Okay.
Outside of that, you are free to mingle if you would like, or find your seats. It is completely up to you. Outside of that, I will put you on the chapel map so that you can pick your seats.
Can I? So like, we're going to where I'm just gonna go to my seat. But as I'm looking around and like taking in these people I recognize, I also want to size up like everybody in the crowd, including the guards. I noticed. I just want to size up like any muscle or anybody that would be a problem in combat in this room, and just see how many like threats Strahd has put in his wedding.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Go ahead and do a perception check real quick.
Mm, 15.
Taking a look at the guards, you can see that they're all in plate armor. They all have, I believe, long swords and shields. So they have plate, shields, and long swords, which makes you think that they are pretty hard to fucking hit. Outside of that, you do know that your mother is obviously here. The three wives are obviously here, including Escher, who are all vampires. And this woman on your right, Vasilka, is the name that they gave this person, is huge. Like 8 feet tall, huge.
Oh, taller than me.
Gosh.
Giant.
Okay,
of
calm
that,
down.
you're not-
She's only 3 inches taller than me, so like.
Huge, so big.
That's
That's the strongest person in all of Barovia. Truly.
Okay.
Okay. Could be worse.
You could be wrong. I would like to establish psychic whispers with our party that is not. The question is, should I have done this before Citron was put in the hole?
That's fine.
Okay, cool. Well, I can only hit
Citron down there.
5 people, not including myself, because it's to me. So I won't be able to hit Esmeralda. Sorry, Esmeralda.
That's fine. Okay.
But we have it for 2 hours.
Cool.
Yay, that's great.
Which is probably enough to get through the ceremony.
Yeah, definitely. And then some.
Once again, it just works that I'm the hub. So you can't communicate with each other, but you can communicate with me.
If there's anything that needs to happen like really, really quick, that'll be an issue. But outside of that, we're just going to say that you're the hub that's sending it to everybody.
It's a game of telephone.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
So, is there anyone you'd like to talk to? Otherwise,
I actually do think I want to go talk to Madame Ava, actually.
Okay.
I'm guessing that's this spooky looking person.
Correct,
over
yeah.
here. Okay, I'm gonna go saunter on over.
Okay.
I don't have any health point. Oh,
you're dead?
Fix
All
that.
right, that's fine.
yeah, I didn't have any health points. Dead on arrival. Hello, Madame Ava.
She doesn't
did
look
not
to you, but she says, "Hello, Katya.
I
It
did
is
not expect
good
to see you
you.
today. You as well.
Yes.
Like, take a seat next to her.
So, this is it.
I suppose this is it.
This will only end one of two ways. Do you remember?
And which way are you hoping for?
Well, I can't twist fate with my own opinions. She taps you on the shoulder in like a not shoulder, on your knee in a reassuring way, where she feels plate armor but doesn't say anything.
Kai's in a dress again, by the way. I don't think I ever established it, but she's in like a fancy gown, like a shawl on and everything. And it, and like, I don't know if disguise self can cover up the clanks and all that. It is still the plate armor disguised as fancy clothing. So she's still clonking around.
At least the appearance is there, so I guess that's pretty much all that matters,
put in
right?
some effort, right?
Yeah. But she taps you on the knee. Do you remember the Taraka reading I gave you?
You probably remember it better than me. Confess it's been a long time.
This is not where you will face him. Remember, he will be lurking in the depths of darkness in one place in which he must return. That is where you will find him.
That is very helpful. Thank you for your insight. Every little vision you have is helpful, and I appreciate any advice you can give me.
She takes out a card and hands you a older gentleman along with an older woman that are currently, you can see they're hugging each other on the ground, where you see like worms and different types of decomposition on the bodies. This is where he must go.
Okay. Do I take is she like giving it to
She
me
hands
to, like,
it to you.
Takes?
Mhm.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna take it and like pretend that it makes perfect sense on the card and just say like, okay, this is where I will go. If this is not where we're meant to face him, then it's not how it will be. But I kind of like give her a side eye. I've still got to chase him down, huh?
Well, you know this is not the place that you will fight him. So, or at least you won't kill him here. That other part is still out.
Like looks at the card again, maybe like tucks it into her pocket or her armor and thank you, Madam Eva. I hope we have a chance to speak again today.
We will.
I'll give her a little tap on the shoulder as I walk back to the party and see what everybody else is up to.
Mm-hmm.
I have my helm of telepathy on. Active
Incredible.
today, I should say. So I can detect thoughts on anyone. I know the wives are giving us a bit of a stink eye.
Of course.
I guess I will detect thoughts, which I just read surface level thoughts regardless, no save, on Ludmilla
Okay.
to begin.
Surface thoughts, you can feel a pit in your stomach. And just the small taste of jealousy.
Okay. I'll go ahead and switch to I'm gonna go all three. It's like
Sure.
I think I can like action
Sure.
switch between the
Yeah,
two.
yeah,
So I
yeah.
just
That's
like
fine.
as I'm entering, kind of like
Yeah.
vaguely touch on all three of them before going to talk to them.
Anastasia is unsure.
Uncertain. Okay.
And then Valenta is... You also, when you detect thoughts in this case, you get a sense of yourself, but you also get a sense of jealousy as well. And you can tell that when you detect thoughts and you kind of look over, she's looking directly at you.
Darlings, and I sort of like go over as if I've just noticed them.
Of course. Escher is also here sitting next to the wives. Right next to, this would be Anastasia is on the far left. And then Valenta and then Ludmilla. Beatrice, it is good to see you, says Anastasia. It is so good to see you again.
I'm just so glad you've had the opportunity. Look, don't I look fine? I've recovered much. I've risen from such a great fall, don't you know?
I guess
Well,
it's
yourself,
okay.
you've put on quite the effort for today. It's very gracious of you, I would say. And things around the house going well, everything going to plan.
Everything seems to be going according to plan. And you see Ludmilla says, yes, according to plan.
Great.
Do you
So
have a
all
point?
the new... No, I was just wondering because the new arrangements were so extensive when Strahd was asking me to come up with new dorming arrangements and sleeping quarters for everyone. The renovations were going to be quite extensive, and I didn't notice
That is
anything when I
fine.
was coming.
I will take care of it. You don't need to get yourself involved in that.
No, I certainly wasn't trying to. I was just wanting to follow up. But everyone's happy with and what Beatrice is doing here is she's implying that all their rooms are going to get downgraded, which is probably completely fake. Might be completely fake. I just know that everything was pretty far away. I tried to... I'm sure you've been doing a great job, Valenta, on trying to find out exactly how to put everything together in order, but has he talked to you about this? Or I know he's been very preoccupied.
Ludmilla is the one that's kind of like the head of the wives. Yeah. She's the one that's being like cold and calculated towards you, but she says, yes, we have everything arranged. You will be staying in the lounge. Is that it?
No, sorry, darling. I'm not speaking of myself. I'm speaking about the three of you. Aren't you getting...
Go ahead and do a deception check.
Deception for just being so catty. Okay. A 22.
I rolled a natural 20.
Damn.
So they just look at you, do the... Sure.
Well, so lovely catching up. Do make sure to raise your voices for the objections, as I'm sure all of you will.
You see when you say that, Go ahead and do an insight check.
Sure. Not great. I have low insight, but I do have detect thoughts up.
That is true. Actually, well, I rolled a 7, so with the detect thoughts, you focus in on Ludmilla, the jealousy that you could feel, and immediately you feel that jealousy burn like a raging fire as she... I would like to see you try that.
I've already made my peace and moved on, ladies. Not all of us can be stuck in the past. And I sort of turn and walk away.
You hear just as the detect thoughts is like disconnecting, fucking bitch from Ludmilla. All right. So, is there any other conversations to be had here?
I'm gonna go introduce myself to Katya's mom.
Incredible. If you didn't do
God.
anything, I was gonna do something. So
Oh,
you introduce
boy.
yourself to Katya's mom, who is just sitting and just staring forward like a spiteful mom, waiting for their estranged child to fix years of abuse, just looking forward.
Oh, yeah, she's so focused on that, I fully sit down right next to her then.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's like, sorry, we haven't been introduced yet. You're Katya's mother, yes?
Yes.
What a pleasure to meet you. Your ladyship? Countess? What is your exact apologies? I don't know precisely what your title is from wherever you
Lady.
are. I don't...
Duchess. I think Duchess would fit best.
Duchess. Your royal duchessness.
That seems right.
Pleasure to meet you. I'm Devan. I'll extend my hand.
Which hand?
My right hand. I only have one of those.
She takes your hand and
It's for
Doesn't,
once like clean.
it's not like a full shake. It's just like a.
Well, I'll pull it to my and kiss it. Polite.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
So then when that happened, well mannered.
Thank you. I was
Teach
raised to
some
be.
of those to her. As she looks over to Katya, which
To
at
is
this
staring.
time was probably talking to Madame Ava at around this time too.
Okay.
apologies. Do you mean the old woman who's over there? I don't necessarily see who you're pointing at the moment, or glaring at. Not necessarily pointing with your eyes, I suppose would be the word.
It is my daughter Katya.
Oh, Katya. Yes, my niece. How lovely. That makes us family then. I'll
Excuse
wrap
me.
an arm around her.
No,
Pardon?
immediately when you try and do something like that, she like pushes you away. Like, excuse me,
Oh. I'm sorry.
not
Apologies.
family.
Oh.
I don't know
okay.
who told you this, but that is not true.
I am Katya's uncle, as said many a time. We are family. Not
You
on
are
your
not the
side,
brother
obviously.
To Strahd.
I am, though. That's a bit of a little... Sibling would be technically the term, dear, so don't get a little, It's a wedding, let's not start problems, right? I know it's when family get together, problems start with issues and so forth, but let's not start that now. It's not even the reception yet.
Is that a point?
Oh, I was just... You were sitting here all by your lonesome, and I figured you could use some company.
Gertruda will be sitting next to me when she arrives.
Oh, lovely. A friend of yours? I'm
You'd say
very
so.
curious why you're, not one row ahead.
Oh, that is for the wives. Not my place.
Just a curiosity.
I don't feel that I need to be front and center for something like this.
I suppose not. It's not really your day, is it?
Correct.
Yeah. But
Would
don't
you
worry.
mind
You'll have
speaking
your
to my
day soon
daughter?
enough. Oh, yeah, I would absolutely love to. I would love
Tell
to
her
speak
to
to your
come
daughter. I would love to go speak to your daughter. Get up. It was so pleasant to meet you. Sorry, what was your name?
You can see there is like so much restraint happening right now. Diva Lestrasny.
It was so lovely to meet you, Mrs. Katya's mom. I kiss her hand, and I get up, I go over towards Katya.
If there wasn't a rule of decorum, oh man.
I have a list of 4 people I have to kill, and they're all in this room.
Yes. Okay. So,
You whisper those names to yourself each night before you go to sleep.
Except I haven't, because I have not learned any of the... I think I just know it's the wives and Katya's mom, and I don't know what their names are.
yep.
Even better.
So,
I fully don't even go walk towards Katya. I just go sit near
Katya's over here,
Beatrice.
just go the other way entirely. Incredible.
Hi, Beatrice.
Yes.
When I'm done talking to Madame Ava, I'd go. I'd probably like see what my mom is doing, but I would go hang out with Sorsha.
Cool.
And I'm looking like a fish out of water.
Come on, Sorsha. Let's go sit down. Let's go sit next to Beatrice and Vaughn.
That sounds good. I don't know what to do with my hands.
Here, look. Just kind of cross them around your center and just
Okay.
kind of like grasp here. Hold your wrist and hold it there, and you look really. Yeah. Now lower it. Lower them. Relax your shoulders. Shoulders. Okay, great. You look really fancy. Come on, let's go.
Incredible. Vaughn, you approached Beatrice.
Oh, I did approach Beatrice. I'm going to send a message to Beatrice if she doesn't disappear. There she is.
I'm here, sorry. I didn't mean to
I
turn
send
my
a-
video off.
I send a message to you, via our connection, obviously, and I go, let's just say an incident were to happen. Which of the 3 of them should I murder first?
Well, in terms of the most dangerous, Ludmilla is the most accomplished and dangerous wizard I have ever met.
Oh, she has a book then.
Mm-hmm. In terms of maybe the nastiest, though I do actually quite have quite a bit of respect for her, unlike the others.
Oh, okay.
Not in the way you might arrival.
Okay, right, yes, of course.
The other 2 are between the 2 of them. Valenta is the one I dislike the most, but that's mainly because she has no mind of her own and would rather steal someone else's style and ideas than act on her own volition.
So I will kill her first. If it comes to that, of course. If something horrible were to happen tonight, which it won't.
Of course not.
Of course not. Not on tonight of all nights.
No. But Valenta's just an absolute copycat. Parrot,
right.
if you will.
Well, I will deal with it. Unless you wish to.
No, I think not now, certainly.
No, of course not. Are you okay?
I feel fantastic. I always thought today would be a bit of a nightmare for me, and I, for some reason, can't help but feel just excited. How often do you get to go to a wedding? Especially one as exclusive as this.
We went to Sorsha's wedding.
That's true. That was lovely. But there's something about hate watching a wedding. That's just fantastic.
Knowing truly the marriage isn't going to last.
It really won't.
Really won't.
I think in this moment, Vaughn, you get a message from Citron saying, like, God, I wish I could hate watch this wedding so bad.
I will give you a play-by-play the entire time.
Incredible.
Bless.
Just know all the wives look so pissed off.
I love it.
Oh, tell Citron that absolutely none of the colors are coordinated. I mean, like, the stained glass is not matching anything. It's ridiculous.
I start going off.
I wish I could be
just
there
tearing
so
it
bad.
apart.
All I see
Citron
on the map,
is loving this.
all I see on the map is Lumaria just taking a nice little stroll around. It's
Yeah.
incredible. It's so good.
Yeah, well, Beatrice and Citron through Vaughn are talking shit about the colors and everything.
Yes. Incredible.
Yeah, they didn't do. Oh, no pre-wedding aperitif. No pre-wedding hors d'oeuvre. I mean, nothing.
Hors d'oeuvres.
Did we get any sort of schedule? Have they had any sort of cocktail hour planned? Are we doing a second location for the dancing? I mean, it's just
There was no signage upon entering to tell us, where to sit.
Yeah, no one brought them gifts, right? Like, I wouldn't bring them a gift.
They didn't even
with
send
this-
us a registry.
God,
The
that was
amount
so
of cost for
self-centered.
us to get here, they expect a
Katya
gift on
joins
top of
in.
everything.
Yeah, as soon as she
we
walks
spent
by
so
and like
much
goes
gold.
to sit down, she immediately jumps right in, dogpiling on
Incredible.
this wedding.
Excuse me while I make notes for my own wedding.
So, above table,
Yes.
we are heading into the ceremony. Is there anything you would like to do in these few
Lumaria
minutes
just
that you have
walking
before
around?
Yeah,
What's
Lumaria
Lumaria
just
up
seems
to?
like just walking
Just
around.
keep
Lumaria this entire
shit-talking
time has
this
just
wedding.
been just kind of walking around being like, oh, okay, cool.
You did notice that Jayden's name is the best man, right?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Of course.
Could I just do a quick layout check? Because I
Okay.
think that spiral staircase leads up to the tall tower, correct?
So that spiral staircase, hold on, I need to open up the map of fucking Castle Ravenloft. It does not lead to the heart. That one leads up to, I think you're right, I think it's the tallest tower. But it's let's see. It is not the tallest tower. Actually, or no.
But it leads to the roof.
It leads to Volenta's place that she usually stays. But it could go, there is like an outside top that you can, like, there's like a trapdoor at the end of a ladder that you could go out onto the top of this tower.
Got it. And then I would like, and the other staircase leads to where?
That one leads to the second floor, obviously. But more specifically, hold on, I need to find it in this giant map. That one leads up to the balcony that's currently above you. You see that there's a balcony where you see that there's two throne chairs that are on the edge of it, but currently nobody's sitting in it.
Got it. And then other than that, I would just like to do a quick detect thoughts scan of the room to see if anyone pops as having like a weird thought pattern or like unexpected.
Sure.
Lumaria has a weird thought pattern.
Well, I'm
No kidding.
I'm not
Aside from us.
aside from us, but good to know. Like everyone has checking. Does everyone have brainwaves? Is anyone actively
Gotcha.
like blank-minded, or is anyone, I don't know, weirdly angry or anything like that outside of the
Sure.
wives?
You can
Probably
sense
pissed Katya's
fear
mom off.
in Escher.
Mm-hmm.
You can sense I say nothing, but not in the sense of like literally nothing there, but just like like neutral from Leaf, the older bookkeeper guy. as well as Helga, the like
The
servant
servant.
of the house. Madam Ava is hard to read, I would say. Just even the thoughts itself are just kind of like portents that you feel like it's being stretched in so many different ways, almost like if you were to try and read the mind of like Doctor Strange or someone like that.
Sure.
Diavola is I want to say anxious, but not like overly anxious. Just seems like she's thinking about something that she's trying to figure out. That's where she is. The rest of the wives are just, thinking about how much they hate you. As well as what I had said before.
Those used to be my best friends. Remind me, I missed the very big dead looking
no
woman.
Thoughts. Absolutely
no thoughts.
Zero
Figure,
thoughts
no
there.
thoughts.
That one is
Okay.
nothing. Yeah.
Got it.
And
Okay.
like you could tell because it's just sitting there staring at the wall. Nothing else.
Sure.
And like the pews go all the way like past the wall, so like it is fucking nothing there.
Yep. Smooth brained.
Mm-hmm. Very much.
So what? And then I currently have the portable hole, and the goal is we get that open somewhere outside of this room, right?
We
Or
have
in this
to
room.
plant the tree somewhere, or do we just have to? Yeah, because we have to plant growth it, right?
Which means it needs to be near Sorsha. Honestly, I think I'm gonna give the portable hole to Sorsha. Should have the portable hole. That makes most sense. Because
Okay.
Sorsha would be the one who. So basically, it's got the tree in there.
And Citron.
You need and Citron. So wherever you open it and plant growth the tree for the teleportation, where that's your power move whenever you want to get all those people here.
Now?
No. It's
Oh,
like
okay.
that's
No, I'm just
that's our
joking.
bring in the cavalry moment.
Yeah.
So
That's our when shit hits the fan.
Sure.
yeah.
We
So
pull out a
just
tree.
Mhm.
Every 3 minutes or so, Sorsha just goes, now?
You can tell
No,
nothing
no,
I said
no.
too.
Oh, yeah.
Sorsha, in here.
Now it's just like it's super quiet. Now that'd be so fucking funny. All right. Anything else?
Lumari is. Oh, unless
No, you. I
You. I have one
talk
quick
forever.
thing, but after you go.
Lumari just kind of goes over to the group of people. Say,
Yes.
hey,
Please talk to my mom.
excuse me. Is this for the bride or groom side?
This is for the groom side.
Oh,
You would
I'm-
be sitting over there. Ludmilla is talking to you.
I'm assuming the one at the far actual end.
The far right, yeah.
Yeah, kind of like. No, why would I sit over there?
Because that is where everyone else in your party is sitting.
Yeah, but
So
I don't.
you should sit with them.
You said groom over here.
You are not here for the groom.
You're not here for a groom. You know nothing but what? Some one of the many concubine?
I cannot believe you just said that. You will sit over there, and you will not
No,
say
I will
anything
not.
to me for the rest of the night.
You are in my seat.
I am not in your seat. Is
what
there a
make you think-
problem?
Not at all. It just seems like I wasn't talking to you, but you chose to talk to me, and then you have a problem. So it sounds like you are having a bit of an issue now. As Lumari looks at the others, like, can you believe this person?
No one else is giving you any sort of like, you got this.
I mean, I assume like the rest of this is like chapel is like deadly silent. All of us are talking in my head.
So
Yeah, Lumaria is very loudly whispering.
she just looks to you and says, looks over to the rest of the people. Would one of you mind coming to get your dog? He's acting up.
Ooh.
Oh, you would love that, but you couldn't even take this if you wanted it. So if you won't move, looks to the one in the middle. Can you scoot over? Because I'm on groom's side.
We are not going to move. Ludmilla kind of cuts in again. We are not going to move. You are going
Lumaria
to
tries
sit over
to
there.
squeeze between Ludmilla and the other, just kind of like...
Power move.
Okay, 1 sec.
Oh man, have we broken decorum?
Oh no.
We might have.
I just
We don't know
little
him.
fan.
Who's that? We don't know them.
Are there any drinks and refreshments at this point, or do we have to wait until the reception?
Lumaria looked around, didn't find anything. Lumaria's
No.
doing this sober, unfortunately.
Mm-mm.
You're an elf. That probably won't. All right. I would like you
Yeah, I would too.
to do... The fuck is this save? Wisdom. Ah, shit. Damn. Well, you already have advantage. Anastasia is going to look at you and say, I suggest you take a seat over there and sit in it until the ceremony is done. She's casting suggestion on you.
Suggestion.
Certainly would, yes.
That's a wisdom save?
Yeah, was that one of your rolls that you were supposed to make for wisdom instead? The intelligence
No.
one?
Oh,
That was
don't you
earlier to determine if Lumaria has any sense of
Incredible.
being a decent... Yeah.
You should get advantage, I do believe, because of Hero's Feast.
They get it anyways because they're a elf. This is a charming effect.
So double advantage.
Oh, right. Oh, advantage.
Automatically success, right?
Yeah, I'm
That's what
pretty
that
sure
means.
it's what that means. Yeah.
Oh, it rolled twice, but it's a natural 20 plus
Of course it was.
4 for 24.
Sure. You feel there is some charming magic that poofs off.
You just
I
flick
like
it.
to use my what is it, Mage Slayer? Yeah, if somebody casts a spell within 5 feet of me, I can use a reaction to cast a spell.
Okay.
Oh.
I am going to, and as a target one, technically I can use my elementalism, and
With this
I
break
would
decorum.
I would like to.
They cast a spell first?
They cast a spell on me, so they actually technically, as long as I don't do this obviously, and I would just like to beckon Earth, and she's wearing, like, is it a clean white dress?
Actually, she's wearing a red one.
She's red.
You can-
I'm trying to see how I can, like, mess up her dress.
Fucking dress.
It'd be so funny if all the other brides wore white to the wedding too. All
Right.
the wives.
Oh
I'm
my
gonna
god, that'd be
specifically-
so fucking on
fucking-
brand.
I can make a light ember. So, like, as she tries to do magic, I
Mhm.
will just gently burn. It's like a small ember on the back of
Sure,
her,
sure.
the tail end of her dress, where it's not so easy to notice, and it'll slowly
Sure.
burn.
Okay.
And then I will-
I will do like a perception check real quick. Okay.
Its perception is disadvantage if it involves me.
It's just involving the ember, but
Okay.
So you cast a small ember, and they just look at you. They don't seem to notice. I rolled real shit, even with advantage, with all of these people looking. They just look at you and say, "You do not get to sit here."
So Lumaria will just kind of climb over to go behind.
Incredible.
Oh, nice. Now you're sitting next to Katya's mom.
And like sitting there's like, can you believe this woman up here?
This is exactly what I was hoping for.
You get no fucking response from Diavola at all. Let's see.
Are all of you is this rude? You don't want to talk to me? I heard you like might know that you might know Katya over there. I saw you talking with Devan.
Yes, I know Katya.
So like, are you also like one of these like sister wives?
No, I am not.
But why are you on groom side? I'm just so like confused.
Because I am Katya's mother, and Strahd is Katya's father. You can put those two together.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I am not.
Ew, I hate thinking about it.
Do you like Strahd?
Not in the way that you are thinking. More of, this was a tactical and... This was a very tactical decision.
But are you married?
I am not married to him. No.
Oh, okay. So if things go wrong, you won't get in the way.
What are you implying?
Well, I'm implying if Strahd get too drunk and somebody needs to help carry him to his room, you won't help immediately, nor will you stop someone else from helping him get to his room.
We have been told that if no aggressive actions are done, that we are not able to do our own to each of you. So, and you see at this moment, that's when Anastasia stands up. Oh, shit! Trying to put out the ember that's on her dress. Looks over to you.
I'm still locked in conversation.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, so if anybody
And
does
just sits
something
back down.
If somebody does something aggressive, then they break the rules, which means they no longer have the protection. Good to know.
I don't know what you speak of, but as long as you don't do anything, we will not do anything.
What? Everybody's so lame. And leans back, arms up, kicks up feet just on the seating pew right behind Lumaria. Just enough to be there, but not enough to touch her.
Sure. You see, like, from behind you, like, she just turns her head over to see that. Yeah, she's not going to do anything about it. Okay. All right. Anything else?
At some
I
point,
take a moment to open a mint, just so I'm
Of
not
course.
crinkling paper during the ceremony.
at some point between Vaughn talking to Mom and Lumaria talking to Mom, I like don't get the instructions to go talk to her. I go sit down with my party. Like some point in there, I know I can feel her eyes burning a hole in the back of my head. And so I'm just gonna turn and make eye contact with her and give the most as dismissive of a look away as I possibly can. Just not even gonna give her the time of day or like treat her like she's important at all.
Go ahead and just roll a d20. Let's see how
Thank
stanky
you.
this thing is.
Can I get my 3 points of performance bonus?
Sure, absolutely.
That's persuasion. Ignore that. Well, actually, just take 5 away from that. It's a 23.
Yeah. Incredible.
Oh, but I'm not proficient. Hold on. It would just.
Well, it
what did
would
I-
just be a
what did I
3,
fucking-
right? Yeah, you just take 5 away. It's 23. Or, 22.
It'll be 22.
All good.
Yeah. Purposefully disrespectful.
So, as much as you can do to a, what is the word? Not egotistical mother. Narcissistic mother.
That was the word I was going to go for, yeah.
As much damage as you can do is done. But that's not much because she thinks that you are the problem. So when you do that, she just... And Lumaria, you notice that she looks over and then just... You can hear like the faintest sigh.
Like, Lumaria's like, fuck. Do you need to talk or something?
Not to you.
Well, you need to talk to someone. You got
Not
so much.
To you.
Well, who do you need to talk to? I'll go get them.
She doesn't say anything.
Okay, I'm really good at this. Is what I do. I was actually the my crew. I was the
She
counselor.
stands up and she's gonna move over.
Oh. So yeah, I was.
Please,
the counselor.
God, tell me that you're
Yeah. So, yeah, I was the counselor. I helped people go through their feelings and their emotions, and I think that you really might need something to help you get through this.
Please stop talking.
Maybe you should start talking, and then I'll stop. One
She does
feeling,
not.
and then I'll stop.
Hate.
Oh. I think we're getting someone. Okay.
Thank you.
Avon, does Lumari know that she is on the kill list?
Who? Your mother?
Yes.
Oh, Lumari, hi. In your head. By
That was
the
all
way,
telepathic too.
by the way, for the record, the Katya's mother there is someone I intend to kill this evening.
Hold on. Just gotta. Okay.
She thinks
I'll
I'm the
let-
problem. I'm gonna be a fucking problem.
Lamar's actually shocked because Lamar had no idea that we're just gonna kill Katya's mom like that. Just kind of goes. Well, I'm gonna give you your space.
Thank fucking Christ.
Lady Katya, mama.
Diavola. Duchess Strasny.
Oh, that was like 4 whole words.
You know, it doesn't even matter. Just get out of here.
Oh, we should have really called her by Katya's last name. She would
Krova?
hate that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Duchess Krova.
As I go back to seat, as I lean slightly. By the way, my name Lumaria, in case you wanted to know. And leans back.
Okay.
Send a message to Beatrice.
Hello.
Hello, yes. Before everything becomes probably a nightmare, it'll go great. Everything goes great for us. We're the strongest people in all of Barovia.
Of course.
But aside from the 4 goals that I have on this piece of paper, that is skin, there is one primary goal that I'm going to sacrifice above all others, and I hope that you don't make that too difficult to accomplish. I don't think you will, but I don't want you to stop me from doing it if I must.
I sort of turn in my chair and hold Vaughn's hand and very sincerely look at them in the eye and out loud say, I want you to accomplish every goal you ever hold in your heart.
Oh.
All right. I'll say out loud. I'll try my best. And we'll do it.
Of course.
And hopefully I won't die trying.
You better not. Or one of my goals might be foiled.
All right. I'm glad to see that we have similar goals for the evening.
Absolutely.
You're my best friend.
You're my best friend.
Oh.
And possibly the only one I've ever had.
Aww.
Vaughn just squeezes Beatrice's hand.
We can get you more friends if you need them, but I'm also content to be the only one. It just, it depends on a personal level if you want more or not. I'm fine with being the
You don't need to rush into it.
right. Yeah, we'll see where the night takes us.
See where it takes us.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. It's a party.
Vaughn,
There's so many fascinating characters here.
Vaughn,
Yes.
I'm bored.
I fully like lean forward and look like past all of the wives over to, oh god, what was his name?
Esker?
Oh, Leaf?
Escher.
No.
Oh, Escher.
Escher.
Asher.
Pardon, Escher, sir. Do you know when festivities are going to commence?
And with that, you begin to
Escher the
hear
usher.
lovely music.
I love that this starts
Filling
and
the air.
Lumari's standing in the aisle.
Lamar's antsy. Lamar cannot sit still for long.
You begin to see the great hall doors that were currently closed open, where you see the abbot walking into the chapel. He does a polite nod of acknowledgement to each of you, and then he steps up to the left, to the front side of the altar on the other end. Next, you begin to see Rahadin slowly walking down the aisle behind him. He looks over to the wives, then back over to each of you, and also does a polite nod of acknowledgement, stepping up on the left side of the altar. Just after him, you see the man of the hour, the Count of Barovia, the Dark Lord of the Domain of Dread. He walks wearing his best black suit with maroon accents, vest and tie, his hair slicked back, and his face has a little bit more glow than usual. You can see that he's smiling. But he takes his place just next to Rahadin. Behind him, you see a young woman, Gertruda, who you had met before, throwing petals of nightshade down the aisle, then taking a seat just next to Diavola. As soon as she sits, the abbot announces for everyone to stand for the bride. And walking down the grand hall, you find two figures. Each of them are familiar to most of you. On the right, you see Ismark. On the left, you see Irina wearing a beautiful black wedding dress with a veil covering her face. And as they enter into the chapel, Ismark, holding the arm of his sister, looks over to you, Katya. And you can see tears beginning to well up. But they're not clear. They're a dark red. The two of them walk up to the altar, and Ismark sets Irina in place facing Strahd, soon after finding his place to her right. He looks down at you, Katya, wiping away a bloody tear. Then the abbot begins, saying, "You may all be seated." He looks to everyone. "In the shadows of this land, where the mists cling to our every step and the night stretches long and cold, we gather for a union most sacred, most profound. This night we bear witness to the binding of two souls entwined by the threads of fate, by love, and by destiny. He looks over to Strahd, saying, Count Strahd von Zarovich, Master of Barovia, ruler of the night, you stand here, embodying the power and the eternal strength of this land. You have endured as Barovia has endured, shaping it to your will, bending it to your desires, and now you seek to bind to you the essence of all that has eluded you. The purity, the light, the love that you have longed for across the centuries. Tatiana Radova, you are the heartbeat that echoes through time, the soul reborn again and again in a beautiful dance between love and loss. Now you stand here as a bride, filled with grace and beauty, destined to bring peace to this land through your union with the one who has sought you across the ages. As we stand here,
Can I have detect thoughts on Tatiana?
absolutely.
You don't have to tell me now, but I'm doing it.
As we stand here on the threshold of this union, let us acknowledge the balance it brings to Barovia. We find not only joining of two souls, but the completion of a story that has been told and retold endlessly. A story of longing and pursuit, and finally, of unity. Count, do you vow to protect and to cherish and to claim the heart of your beloved as a partner in this endless reign? He looks and says, I do. Tatiana, do you vow to stand by your count, to accept the mantle of Barovia's countess and bring to light the heart of darkness? And immediately then, you feel a sense of terror as she stands back. Her eyes begin to widen with terror as you see unshed tears appearing as Strahd looks over towards the abbot and says, you said she would be ready. And the abbot looks to Strahd, looking back to Tatiana and said, Tatiana, do you vow to take Strahd von Zarovich, your count? And he says, enough! Irina takes a half step back as Strahd's fury erupts as he lunges at her, claws and fangs bared, grabbing onto her neck and picking her up effortlessly as another hand comes clawing down her face, blood streaming over his hands and over her body as he yells out, this is not Tatiana. This is a hollow shell, an insignificant waste, and a disgusting impersonation. As he rips into her piece by piece, he drops her body onto the ground. Irina's face looks to each of you, frozen and terrified in death, as the room is completely silent. Strahd stands above this pile of gore, chest heaving, looking at his hands dripping in blood, before he finally looks to each of you and says, kill them. And then turns to mist. So,
I throw rice.
that,
Hey, a wedding.
we're gonna go ahead and roll some initiative.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Blimey.
Can I, out of curiosity, while we're rolling initiative, what were the surface level thoughts?
The surface level
Whoops.
thoughts were terror. That is it. That is all you could tell. It was only that she knew she didn't want to do this.
Well,
I was gonna have Citron say to Vaughn, if you get the chance, put that poor woman out of her misery.
Well,
Strahd just killed the shit out of her.
that was
Goddamn.
done for you. All right.
Sorry that
We are
he
gonna have
got
to
to
roll
it
some
first
initiative.
instead of you.
We are going to go to a quick break so that we can roll some initiative, get everything ready, and we will be right back.
Cacao.
Welcome back, everybody. All right, we are beginning this battle here. So, to start us all off, Lumaria, you have a 24 initiative. What would you like to do?
As Lumaria is kind of like, oh, fuck, okay, all right. Kind of gets up, do the thing, make it dark, black it out, blood everywhere. As darkness starts to slowly seep out of the mechanical right arm, and it starts to coil itself around. I am not doing darkness, I am doing Shadow of Moil.
Interesting. Incredible. All right.
It makes me specifically heavily obscured. Dim light within 10 feet of me becomes darkness. Bright light becomes dim light. Basically, everything in 10 feet is darker, but I am specifically heavily obscured.
Okay, so then you still have advantage on everything, but it's not.
It's not a
It's
perpetual
not darkness where nobody can see through it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so anyone can see around me. They just can't see me.
All right.
And then I'm going to make a few steps. I'm going to kind of like climb over these benches a bit and just kind of
Naturally
hop up over here. I'm going to hop up on the bench and kind of get into like a low squat and just like, all right, good luck. Should have gave me your seat.
Ooh. How much is the aura around you again?
10 feet.
10 feet. Cool. All right. I just want to put that on so that I know. Okie dokie.
So everything in
Can
there
you
is not
see it?
darkness, but it's, yeah, I can see it. So it's just
Okay, cool.
one step darker, but not
Sure.
magically. So,
So
if you
then
have dark vision,
if
you can still see.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to double check. All
Yep.
right.
That's it, because all I could
That
do
is
is
your
bonus action. I'm already technically not visible, but I could. Yeah, no, that's it.
Okay. All right. Sorsha, you're up.
So I'll just I'm gonna look at Beatrice and just go, now?
Incredible.
That sounds good to me. Is that the plan? Are we okay with that? Yeah.
Yeah, are we okay with that?
Sure,
Otherwi-
pop the cork. Let's get this party
Otherwise, we
started.
keep Citron trapped in a hole.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
Of course. Yeah, of course.
So then I'm gonna kind of move 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, so I'm gonna hold on. There it is. I'm gonna move over here just for a little bit more room away from everyone. I'm gonna open up the bag and I'm just gonna, it's time! And then I'm gonna cast, plant growth?
Okay. Incredible.
And do I, how does Citron even come out? Kind of like,
Holding on to the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
works.
Okay. If you
Yeah.
cast plant growth now, the tree is going to be stuck in the hole. So do you want to hold that action for? Well, actually, your action has to be opening the hole.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, I can use mine to bring up the tree and stuff.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay.
Well, no, because I can't do plant growth yet then.
You can't do it
'Cause-
just yet, but
Right.
you're bringing Citron out so that he is another ally that can help you with everything.
Right. Okay. And then who's this guy that just popped over by me?
That is Citron.
Me, yeah.
Oh, that's Citron. Oh my gosh. I was okay. Yes, I'm ready. Good.
I imagine Sorsha forgetting that Citron is in there, opening it, and then this fucking dead guy just comes out. Ah!
Yeah. This guy's like half decomposing human, half silver dragonborn.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome.
Beautiful green scarf. Yeah.
Okay. So
Good to go.
you moved over a little bit. You still have a little bit of movement. I'm not entirely sure how much, but you have 15 feet of movement still if you'd like to move, and you have your bonus action if you'd like to do anything with that.
Yeah, actually. So for my bonus action, I am going to do a totem.
Incredible.
I'm
Doing that hawk spirit.
kind of thinking so.
Okay.
Classic.
Is it aiding your
Good one.
allies? It's a keen sight when a creature makes an attack roll against a target. in the spirit's aura. You can use your reaction to gain advantage. Yes.
Cool. Alrighty. Then we are moving on over to Citron. You are in the hole, but it has opened up.
Yeah, I'm going to use my movement to get out of the hole and bring the tree with me.
So you use, I would say, 10 feet of movement in order to get out, but you have the tree with you. You have a tree with you.
Excellent. I think for my action, how far is everyone from me? I'm probably going to have to move because I'd like to get kind of in the center here so that I can... Where's the best place for me to drop the tree?
If there even is a best place.
Yeah, I was trying to go somewhere open, especially with plant growth and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Open-ish.
Okay, I'll move here-ish. That's about where I can move. Place it about here, and then I'll use my action to cast to use Emboldening Bond. So basically, all of us, congrats, you get the D4.
Real quick though, how many creatures can you pick? Because you have a lot of party members.
Yeah, unfortunately, yes.
Fortunately,
unfortunately.
Problem to have.
Give me just a
Is
second.
it like up to your wisdom mod?
You choose up to 5 willing creatures.
Proficiency bonus.
Within range, perfect.
So I could do everyone except myself and Esmeralda. If everyone is cool with that, unless there's someone who doesn't want this. But I am, for the most part, I've got knowledge of a past self I can use on myself for certain things.
Sure.
So
so everyone except for
myself and Esmeralda.
So I'm gonna put dots on all of you so that y'all can remember and I can remember as well.
Yes, and remember, I'll send this to chat. The protective bond.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. Okay, that is your turn. Correct.
Yeah, that.
Where did the initiative order go?
For my, I'm debating.
There it is.
Should I use any of my spell slots right now?
I will tell you, Lumaria would have said save all that you can for as long as you can.
Then yeah, that is all that I will do.
Alrighty. After that, we are going to go to Ismark because Ismark, actually, once that's done, I think we're going to do some legendary actions.
No?
Let's put it to a vote, actually, on legendary actions. Everyone for no?
Legendary no, please.
Got it. Okay. So Diavola is going to... let's see. Can we get there? Damn, cannot. That's okay. All right. She's going to run over there.
Did she run by me?
She did, but this one provokes no opportunity attacks.
Okay, yeah, that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, Mrs. Katya's mom.
Go.
Yes.
All right, let's see. Rahadin is going to...
Worried she was going to run away, but she's coming closer.
Oh, Rahadin and the dancing machine.
Do I want that?
Rahadin, you're so fine, you blow my mind, Rahadin.
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 Oh my god.
Oh, even better.
Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have him run that way. He's just gonna...
Past me?
Oh man. Not directly past you, but just he's like running past
Citron?
but no. This one
He also
also
doesn't.
has Yeah,
all
he
these
has quick
vampires
movement.
with. He's not a vampire.
He's not a vampire, but he is.
He's just a little bitch boy.
He's
All
a
these
little
quick
bitch boy
movers.
that's fucking quick.
Oh,
yeah.
bitch boy.
Hate him.
One more
okay.
person has mobile. I'm gonna fight them.
So, yeah, so no opportunity attack.
So no opportunity attack on that. That was a legendary action right there.
What a dick.
Who else has
Can
legendary
I
actions?
spit on him as he runs by?
Sure, yeah, you can do that. Go ahead and
Okay,
do a
great.
dex check.
Okay, I'm not dexterous.
But your Loogies are.
Yeah, dex check, dexterity. 10.
Nah,
Never
unfortunately,
mind.
it didn't
Real
hit.
average.
Can I do a dex check too?
We just try to
Can you
spit on this
produce-
Yeah,
man.
why not? Yeah, see if you could spit on him. Why not?
Yeah.
You just accidentally hack up a tooth.
That's a 6.
We're not doing it.
I
Very
can't
good.
even get like.
No spit. Yep.
More important
Yeah.
is can I
It's
spit?
just
I'm
like
kidding.
dribbles.
I don't
All right.
have that. I'm dead. I can't produce saliva.
Okay, so with that, we are gonna go to Ismark. I hope my Baja Blast doesn't make my keyboard all sticky.
Did you
It
spill
totally
it?
Did you
will.
spill
Did you spill
it?
it on your
I accidentally spilled it.
Slurp
No,
it
you
up.
intentionally tried to level up your
Slurp it
keyboard with the
up.
power of the bomb.
True that. All right,
Slurp.
it is going to go to Ismark's turn.
Lord.
Ismark.
Will come over and just give me the help action.
Oh yeah, totally. He is going to
Cry like a little
rush over to Sorsha.
Coward.
and hug her and say, "Please help her. Please help my sister," and not attack
And-
Sorsha.
And he is
If-
going to say, I am so sorry. And he is going to attack with two-handed longsword? Or do we want to do claws?
I gotta kill the
on
whole
this?
room now.
Actually, we're gonna do a claw attack. Is it gonna
who?
work? Please work. Okay, thank you. Oh, that is a 9, so that does not hit.
No.
And then that is another 9 somehow.
9
Right.
and 9.
So he does not hit either of those. And then it is going to Vasilka. Vasilka is going to not do anything yet because it wasn't given a command. That brings us over to
good, I like this.
Esmeralda, who is going to look over to Madame Ava. And Madame Ava is just not doing anything. So she... Good enough for me. And so she is going to start a Rite of the Dawn, which takes 9 points of damage from...
That's a
I thought you
second
were gonna say,
wind.
take a riot.
That's a
second
second wind
wind
that you
make right.
rolled, not a.
Interesting. Well, all right, so that's not what I meant to do, but it is what it is. The token actions must not be working, right? Okay, anyways. She's going to take that 8 damage, and then she is going to... Let's hope that this does it right. She's going to shoot at Diavola. Or, ooh, shit, there's fucking guards right there, too. She is going to use her bonus action for vampiric movement. I'm going to make that a separate window because I need to. What's nice is that I can put all of the separate windows over on another screen so that, and whenever I double click on the token while holding Alt, it opens it up automatically, so it'll always be on the front. It's great. Anyways,
Thanks, roll 20.
Thanks, roll 20.
Work it.
She is going to... Oh, I see why that didn't work. Oh well. She is going to...
Come on, sister wives.
Who the fuck is she gonna attack? I think she's gonna attack... Oh wait, no, her bonus action was to do the Rite of the Dawn, so she can't do the flying just yet. Actually, we're gonna flip that. She's gonna do the flying first because she wants to get out of here. So, we are going to do vampiric movement. Is that a bonus action? Wait. I'll have to reread that because it says that it just happens at the beginning of her turn, which I don't know if that's true. Anyways, she's gonna fly up 35 feet and she is going to attack twice at Diavola. That is a 20 and a 27. Both of them hit. 8 piercing and 12 piercing on that one. All right. Great. That is her turn. Gertruda is going to get the fuck out of here. She is gonna...
Good for her.
She's gonna run past you, Lumari, if you would like to get an opportunity attack.
And I do clarify, I think Lumari did ask, do I kill everyone on the groom side? And Vaughn did not say no.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think the wives are on the
Okay,
list.
go for it.
The wives are on the list, but like I don't know, Gertrude. I don't know fucking who Gertruda is.
Neither
I think
is
I'm the
Lumari,
only
so,
one who knows who she is.
Yeah.
reaction,
Tell her I don't care.
Warcaster. We're gonna do green
Gertruda,
flame
She's
blade
not one of the wives. I don't
Okay.
know who that is.
at advantage because
Why not?
Shadow of Moyle.
Goram.
It's a dirty 20 to hit.
All right. That
Is
definitely
she a
hits.
vampire?
Yeah.
Or is she just like a person?
You will
About to
find
find out.
out.
Yeah.
Before, and it's 2d8 for green flame blade at this level, plus 7. That'll be 27 points of damage.
Okay.
Part of that's fire, if that matters.
It does not. I don't
Okay.
believe.
And then I'm gonna have a fire bounce from green flame blade to who was the one? It was the one with the gold little tiara was the one that was talking mess.
Yeah.
She is going to take 9 points of fire damage as the dark fire will bounce from Gertrude over to her.
Okay. Gertruda,
Can't
as
run.
you hit Gertruda, she stops and she turns around and as you see fangs bared, she's going to
Ugh.
attack you now.
She does so at disadvantage because I am heavily obscured.
Okay. So they have dark vision. That brings it down a level, right?
Heavily obscured, it actually just makes them blind against me, which is why I chose specifically that as opposed to darkness. So it's not darkness that makes me obscured, I'm obscured, but also I make darkness around me. So they can see around me, but I'm invisible, or I'm heavily obscured.
Okay. So Shadow of Moyle is the name of this, right?
Yes.
Okay. I just...
So flame,
'Cause
I'll pop it back in there, because it specifically has, no, not damage of it, just the spell details.
Flame like shadows, dim.
There we go.
The shadows turn dim, bright light. The same area turn to dim. So dim Turks turn, okay. And then resistance to radiant. In addition, every 10 feet of you attacked, shadow lashes out. Nice. Okay. You become heavily obscured to others. That is just what happens. I see.
And then
okay.
also, it causes a little bit of
Then it
darkness
gets
around
dark.
me.
Incredible. Okay.
So
and then
everything around
heavily
me is visible to
obscured-
them.
Heavily obscured is just you are pretty much like
Heavily
unseen.
obscured. You're effectively blinded when you try to see something obscured by it. A creature effectively suffers from the blinded condition when trying to see something in that area.
Okay. Alrighty. So then this is a disadvantage. We are going to here. Hold on 1 second on my end. Sorry. Okay. Need to bring this one over as well because I didn't expect y'all to attack her. Okay.
Me neither.
So this is going to be a claw attack, which is a 22 to hit with disadvantage.
My goodness. Just hits.
Okay. That is 12 slashing damage, which she is going to forego that damage. And she's instead going to do a bite attack now. That's a 21 with disadvantage.
21 hits.
Okay.
So for the claw, Shadow of Moil says if I get hit by an attack, they take damage.
Mm-hmm.
So did it not go through? It's there we go.
Got it.
8
Okay.
damage,
Okay.
and then the bite would trigger another one.
Is it if it hits or if it attacks?
If I'm hit by an attack,
Okay, so then it would just be the one from the bite. Oh wait, no, that's right. Sorry, I did hit with the first one. So yeah.
whenever a creature within 10 feet of you hits you with an attack. So it's
Incredible.
not about damage, it's about being hit.
Yeah. Sounds right.
And then 13 for the bite.
Okay. Damn. Okay. You take 8 necrotic
8 necrotic.
as well as 8
Sure.
piercing,
That's gonna be 12 damage.
and then I would like you to do a charisma saving throw.
This is not against a spell or what else do I have? No. Okay. Why is it constantly bugging? There we go. Is it not showing up?
I did not see a roll just yet.
That's 12 on a die plus 6 for 18.
Okay, you're good. All right, and
Refresh my windows.
that is her turn.
There we go.
Now we are going to go to the castle guards. Castle guard number 1 is going to skip on by Rahadin, and this one is going to have, oh well, they have spider climbs, so this one is going to go right next to you, Katya. And then this one is going to go next to you, Lumari. Okay, so we're going to do Katya first. You're going to have 2 attacks coming after you. That is
Gotta
a
be the
14 to
20.
hit, which fucking doesn't. Great. All right. And then we'll do another attack. That's a 12. Okay. 2 coming to you, Citron. That is an 18 and then a 21.
Yeah, those both hit.
Okay. I'm gonna
21, I'm going to use my protective wings, which will add
Incredible.
+5 to my AC. Yeah.
Okay, so I was going to switch that with a bite since I was going to forego damage. And so you increase your AC to what?
23.
23. So then you take no damage. You are grappled, though.
Okay.
Okay.
I rolled for
also,
my concentration real quick. I got a natural 20 to maintain
Incredible.
Shadow Moil.
Lumari, you are also grappled by Gertruda. Okay. And then there are going to be 4 attacks towards you, Lumari. That is a 16 to hit.
That'll
don't
miss.
think
AC
does.
19.
AC 19. Okay. Natural 1. Oh, they do have flanking, so that still doesn't hit with an 18. But this one does with a 21.
Yeah, that'll hit.
This is the second one, and we are going to... Oh, sorry. Also keep track that 8 points of necrotic. I don't know if you have resistance to that, but your hit point maximum is reduced by 8.
Got it. So by the damage I take from the necrotic part?
Correct.
Increased by
This
the
one is going to
-4.
forego
Cool.
the damage on this longsword attack to grapple you instead, and we are going to do another bite, which is a 22 to hit. Or sorry, we have disadvantage. So that one is a 18.
Well, you said they have
Just
flanking,
misses.
so
They do have flanking, but I don't count it as advantage. I count it as a +2.
got it. Okay.
So-
The one that hit me in the first time trying to grapple takes 10 points of damage from the Shadow of Moil.
Okay. Alrighty, gonna take that. And this is necrotic damage, correct?
Yes, I should have
Right.
clarified.
That's fine. Okay, so then, great. I'm just gonna add a couple more hit points to Gertruda. We'll go with. I don't know. 5 sounds about right. Okay, so that is their turn. It's gonna be Madame Ava, who's not gonna do anything. Beatrice, you are up.
All right. So I have one question about the spell Otaluk's Resilient Sphere. It is worded as creating a shimmering... Oh, I'll ping it in the chat.
I'm also gonna do it legendary actions to put Diavola over here. Just so. Gonna do that real quick.
Damn it, Diavola.
Mhm.
She's really
Yeah.
obsessed with you.
Can't
I
imagine
wonder why.
So obsessed with me.
It's fine. I was gonna go to her
Okay.
anyway.
I figured you
All
are.
right. Otaluk's Resilient Sphere. Incredible. Okay.
Yeah. So
All right,
it is
where are you putting
worded...
it?
Well, here's the thing. It's worded as a sphere of shimmering force encloses a creature or object.
Mm-hmm.
Can that shimmering force be like opaque? It says no energy can pass through the sphere. I'm just wondering if like the person inside can see out of it.
Yeah, definitely. However, I want
Can
to
they-
clarify. Things cannot go out either. So if you have a sight thing, magic cannot go out. It cannot come in.
Got it.
That is
Okay.
like the whole caveat with this.
Perfect. I'm going to target the abbot.
Incredible. Okay.
He needs to make a dexterity saving throw as I like pull out this
Okay.
little fleck of something and just chuck it in his direction. It begins to like whoop, balloon out.
That is a natural 1.
Okay. He is just stuck in there for a minute. There's nothing he can do
Amazing.
unless he has a way to get out of it.
Like disintegrate or something like that, which he fucking
correct.
doesn't. So I'm gonna put
Correct.
an orange ball on him. That is fucking awesome. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's
he
his
can
deal.
still talk through it though, right? I'm pretty sure.
So this is the point of debate because
Okay.
this is where it gets a little weird of like, I don't know. It depends how you know physical objects or energy. Vibrations are a form of energy. So
Sound energy.
sound energy.
And they can
Sound
breathe through it.
waves.
They can breathe through it, but it like specifically says I can do some research. The only other thing I'm doing on my turn is I am going to this is Strahd down here by the entrance.
Strahd is gone. I
No,
thought.
that's Rahadin.
Oh,
Strahd
that's
is gone.
Rahadin.
Yeah, Strahd is
I
gone.
know.
Strahd's
Rahadin tried
honest
to
and
mimic
fucked
his Strahd. He's like,
Yeah,
how'd I do?
Yeah.
he thinks that once he becomes a brother, he's like, I was just become Strahd. That is me.
Yeah.
now."
And the balcony is over here, right?
The balcony is directly above you, but yes, that's to get up on the balcony. Mm-hmm.
That's to get up on the balcony. How high is the balcony above me?
That is a good question. I believe it's like 30 feet.
Got it. Okay.
Oh, 50 feet.
Okay, so it's high up. Okay.
It's high
And
up
it's-
there.
Sorry, I'm having difficulty picturing where it is. Is it set far enough back that if I'm up there, I can see down?
Yes, you can definitely see down. There is like you wouldn't be able to see Rahadin from there.
Got it.
But you would be able to see Citron and that guard. So it's just a little bit of a, well, I mean, I guess if you like leaned over, you'd be able to see, but it's, Rahadin is like the very end of that vision. You cannot see into the Grand Hall.
Got it. And what will it take to activate my devil? Is that an action?
There is a tattoo on you that I would say it would take an action in order to call.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so for the rest of my turn, I'm just gonna move. I'm just gonna move. I'm just gonna move back and over. 1, 2. I'm just gonna get to like. I'm gonna go like right here.
Okay. Madame Ava grabs you and... No, I'm just kidding. She's not doing anything. Okay. All right. That brings us at the end of your turn, I still have some legendary actions for Rahadin. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to have Rahadin come here.
Oh.
And then...
Nope.
Now it is his turn. He is going to... Yeah, he's going to attack you a couple times.
Sure.
Not okay with that.
Let's see. Before I do that...
I'm going to do
Okay.
a Google about
Yep.
talking.
Sure.
Sphere
All right.
value.
There are going to be 3 attacks coming to you. That is a 26, a 29, and a 30 to hit.
Well, 3 of them
What the
hit.
fuck?
Oh my god.
And I will also need you to do a wisdom saving throw as well.
I mean, if anyone wants to teleport in and take any of those hits,
Yeah,
Yep.
I would like to.
Okay.
Can I
So-
redirect one of them before?
You have
Absolutely.
advantage on wisdom saves because of Hero's Feast.
Oh, thank you for reminding
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. But I'm going to use my reaction to do
Natural
the
20.
whatever to
Incredible.
take one of those hits.
Okay, do you want to take the first one, the second one, or the third one?
Take the second, because I'm going to use my reaction to redirect the first.
Okay.
Great.
I'll do the
Okay,
second.
Dang.
so you redirect the first one. Who are you directing it to?
Straight into Mama.
Of course.
I
didn't
look
even need
over
to ask.
there, I look over there, and you see the flash of the rune, and I just look back at Diavola and give a little grin as the blow just hits, like crashes into her.
I see you've learned some new tricks. Okay. So that is 12 damage that went to her. Slashing, and it is a magical weapon, so it deals magical damage, which means she is not resistant to it. You take 12 slashing from that second hit, which was the most damage out of the 3.
Great.
Or, well, I guess tied with the 2 12s.
Yeah.
Beatrice, you will take 10 slashing damage from that last one.
Okay.
And
Those
now...
hit points we took, Citron, those hit points we got from Hero's Feast, was that a bonus to our hit points or temp hit points?
Yes.
Bonus to hit
not
points.
so essentially,
Okay.
basically for the rest of this campaign, for the next 20 hours,
You have an extra
you've got 9
7.
extra hit points.
Yeah.
7,
Nice.
so an
Okay,
extra
just
7
checking.
hit points added to your total.
Which is
So,
Dude.
Vaughn, since you teleported over here, I also need you to do a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Okay, and then I need to make a constitution saving throw to do a constitution check.
Also a natural 20.
Incredible. You
If-
you
So
still
for your
pass.
D4,
I passed
Just-
minimum 10.
And you get a
D4.
D4.
And you
Oh,
get a
thank
D4, right? Yeah, so
But I
you
get it
pass,
with the
you're
minimum
good.
10, so I'm good.
yeah.
Okay, so both of you will take half, which will be rounded up, which is 11 points of psychic damage.
Another 11. Oh.
As you begin to hear thousands of people screaming. You hear... Vaughn, you hear something that you feel pierces to your inner core of your people screaming in
Yeah.
agony. This is the Deathly Choir ability that he has. So, with
Bitch
that...
boy.
Oh, bitch boy. Helga is going to go.
Just get out of
Citron,
here,
you are
Helga.
the closest here, so she is going to attack.
Helga. Helga, just get out.
Helga, I was
Helga is
right
going to
here.
attack twice to Citron. That is a fucking 13. I'm just slowly putting each of these to GM so that you can see. That's a 15. All right, so those do not hit.
Good job,
Well,
Helga.
she would move so that she has. So does a 19 hit?
Yes.
Okay, so then that Yeah, she's gonna deal 8 slashing with that. Okay, that brings us over to Valenta. While that happens, we are going to do a legendary action turn. Diavola has used 2, so she can do an unarmed strike. So we are gonna do that against Katya. That's a 14, does not hit. And then we are gonna have our sweet bitch boy running away from each of you
I hate this man.
Okay, Valenta is gonna go. Valenta is right next to Lumaria, so naturally she's gonna turn around and just stab into you, or actually she's gonna claw into you. She doesn't have any weapons on her. So that is a 15 to hit,
Which will miss.
and a 12 to hit.
Which will
Oh,
miss.
and they have disadvantage, so it doesn't even fucking matter anyways. She is going to do cunning action to disengage and run that way. So that brings us right on over to none other than Katya.
Oh, I've been waiting so long for this. I am so glad you made this easier for me. And she pulls out the sun sword and lets it light up as the glamour falls to reveal her armor.
And so good.
Katya bares her fangs at her mother with vampiric gift and does 3 attacks.
In fucking credible. Let's see it.
Does a 30 hit?
Yeah, 30 does hit.
Does a 22 hit?
22 does also hit.
Okay, does a 23 hit?
23 surprisingly also hits.
Great. Before we do math, I know, heaven forbid, action surge. I'm gonna hit her 3 more times. Nat 1.
Yeah,
I'll give you advantage.
Oh,
All right,
thank
so
you.
then that's an 18,
okay, so it's actually
which
18.
does hit.
Let's go. 31, 22.
22.
You just killed Diavola 1 round.
I'm gonna
think
fucking
so.
try. I lay into her 0 to 100 as hard as I can, slash her up.
Is she like a MILF in that it's like, mother, I'd like to fight?
All right. Yeah, so she didn't know you had the sun sword, which is fucking awesome.
Sucks for her to find out this way.
I am pretty sure that is enough. I mean, goddamn. Yeah, let's do a calculator just to see. Just to
Just
see.
one-shot your mom?
110
I hope I
plus.
I
Dude,
certainly
110?
tried.
At 110, does the
Okay.
vampire gift apply to each one?
I have not rolled my extra d8s. She's undead, right?
She is undead. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna need a couple. Let's see. Is it
Katya.
just one more?
Katya, you've
Katya,
killed her.
how
She's
do you
already
want to
dead.
do
Hold on,
this?
She's
let's see.
already dead.
3,
She's dead.
3.
bro.
Okay. Yeah, so my mother walks right up to me, and the whole time, Katya's been trying to assess this battlefield and figure out how to make sure she doesn't get away and kill my mother before she can escape again. And she so confidently walked right up to me, which works out great. And with the moment of calm relief that she's not gonna run away from me, the sun sword comes out, and just like I said, immediate, like, hyper aggressive combo of slashes and attacks, the most angry and like ballistic you've ever seen Katya go, and finally just ends with an uppercut through the chest, stabs her all the way through, and puts a full boot on her chest and kicks her off onto the floor.
As she's on the floor, you can tell she's gasping for air. Is there anything you would like to say to her before she passes? Because she cannot turn to mist since she is in direct sunlight.
Katya just looks down at her in utter disgust and waits for her to fully pass away.
Okay.
She doesn't even get like a witty one-liner. She looks silence.
She looks up to you and says, "Your father was always weak. And so are you." And she just turns to dust in front of you.
We're stronger than the both of you.
Diavola
Katya
is
standing.
fucking annihilated. Holy shit, that was incredible.
Dude,
That was awesome.
I hope all the wives saw that and are gonna fucking book it.
Right?
Yeah, roll for intimidation with like triple advantage.
Yeah. So you have a bonus action and movement.
My bonus action was Vampiric Gift. I didn't have it on.
You have movement. You're also engaged with this fucking guy
Yeah,
right
I
there.
see this guy. What's this? Remind me, what's this purple circle right here between me and Ismark?
That
That's
is
the
the
portable hole.
Oh,
In the tree.
okay. I'm gonna fully ignore this guard and walk up here to Ismark.
Okay. All right. There is going to be an attack your way, which is a 20 to hit.
Oh, that actually does hit.
Okay. Instead of dealing any damage, it is going to grapple you instead, which
Okay.
I think was already. I can't remember. I'm not gonna go back on that. But you are now grappled and you cannot move.
Okay.
We will
my
leave
turn.
it at that. But I do know that you are grappled over here, Citron. And then I know that Lumaria, you are also grappled.
I'm grappled with Gertrude.
Gertruda, right. Was there any other that... I feel like the one on the left
Tried,
but didn't.
but missed, I believe. Nope. Yeah, no, if they both would have grappled me then.
Okay, cool. So then we're going to have the
Because I
double
remember they
grapple
took
on that one.
damage from the Shadow of Moyle.
Right. Okay. Cool. So we have everybody grappled. Great. Now we are going to move on over to the abbot. Heading over to you, Ellen. Did you find anything about sound?
It is really up for debate. It
Okay.
says it is completely up to you, and that's really what it was saying online. Is like, it is not. It says no energy can pass through. If you would like that to say no sound, then it means no sound. But it is really at the discretion of the DM. That I could find at least.
It is like an opaque thing. So I will say that sound can like kind of go through, kind of like if you're talking through a force field type of shit.
Sure.
I'll say that sound can kind of go through, but
Maybe a check to be comprehended or something.
exactly. He'll have to like get closer to Vasilka if he wants to get any sort of command out. Which right, he's just in a fucking giant hamster ball. So fucking good. Okay, so
if he falls in the portable hole, he's got an obstacle course. He's got stairs and a portable hole. He falls in the hole, we close it. He suffocates, he dies.
oh my god, that'd be so fucking funny.
I just thought he would be the funniest person.
Oh yeah. I was
Uses
gonna
action
ask,
to
like,
push against the sphere walls and thus roll the
Moving
sphere
half
up to half
movement.
the creature's speed.
are these windows?
Yeah.
They are
What do they
windows, yeah.
overlook?
They
Is it
overlook
like-
the castle grounds. Like
Okay,
the stone.
damn.
Yeah.
It's not just an overlook off the entire side of Castle Ravenloft, so I can just push the abbot out the window and he falls for
1,000-foot
forever.
drop.
Unfortunately, no. So he is
Dang
gonna
it.
get here, and we're gonna do a perception check for Vasilka, which is, I guarantee, not gonna be good. I'm doing it at disadvantage. Oh wow, I got a 15, but I really don't think that. Oh, it is a. Okay. Yeah, I would say with a 15, she would be able to hear a command as he yells out. You just hear like, and that immediately is like the activation as Visoka like finally stands up, and you hear like the creaking of the pew underneath her as she stands up at her full 8 feet tall. She is not able to do anything just yet, but the attack command has been given, so she is now going to be attacking. That is all the abbot can do. So Ludmilla is gonna go. Yeah, that sun sword's kind of a fucking problem. So
Don't leave
we
me.
are going to cast darkness on it. I need to double check because I'm pretty sure. Yeah. It can't be held. Okay. Let's see.
I mean, Katya has blind sight, right?
I
Katya
do.
does have blind sight, but the sun is the issue. We're gonna cast darkness right fucking here. Yep, we're gonna cast darkness centered on Ludmilla, so that means a 15-foot cone or 15-foot sphere of darkness around her. So, and I will let
Interesting.
all of you see that.
Magical darkness, you say?
Yeah, they can't get hit by that, what's it called? She will also regain some hit points. And I think she is back up to full. No, she's not. That's fine. Okay, so darkness has been cast. Vaughn, you were up. Actually,
You good here, Beatrice?
Shit. Rahadin is in the fucking gauntlet right now. We're gonna have him run.
This little bitch.
He's gonna run a little bit further.
Get away from me.
I might have to go for him next.
Yeah, he's
We're gonna have to walk
fast.
him down.
He is quick.
He's quick.
Yeah, Vaughn, back to you. No more fucking legendary actions because Diavola's dead. God damn, what a fucking great way to end it. God, so
I'm
fucking good.
so
Just
tremendously satisfied.
Slap the shit out of her.
Oh,
God.
that feels so good.
Good over here, Beatrice?
I'll be fine.
All right,
I'll
lovely.
be out in a blink.
I'm gonna rage.
Incredible. All right.
Oh, thank fucking God.
Is that the teleport one?
Is it?
That's the teleport
Let's
one.
go!
It's
Alright.
like that's the only one that I know off the top of my head. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
teleport one.
It's the only one that matters.
Man, oh no! You're gonna fucking get right there. Let's go.
Yeah.
Well, it is a bonus action, right?
I get to immediately teleport when my rage starts, and then it's a bonus action for every one of my turns afterwards. So then, yeah, the thing is, I also want to kill her, but I'll go to Rahadin.
Go to Rahadin.
Yeah, hey
Go
buddy.
to him.
He's a fucking problem.
Yeah, I think I just
Alright.
like start running forward, then I rage, and then I just teleport right next to her and
Fucking
go,
awesome.
"Hey buddy, I'm gonna
He's
recklessly
like
attack him."
mid-run and he like stops really quick, and you could see like fucking terror in his eyes because he is not prepared for this.
Yeah, well, he fucking better not be. Yeah, I'm going to attack him. Recklessly. 27.
Naturally. Yeah, definitely hits.
Great, yeah. And this is all psychic damage, of course, as we know. And then I will.
Okay. You notice that
He doesn't
the
take
first
psychic
attack
damage.
does not do anything.
I will pull out my dragon
You
tooth dagger
like try and
instead.
stab into him, and it's just like
Yeah. I then pull out a full-on dragon tooth and I stab him
Yeah.
again.
Let's go.
Roll-
All right,
roll
so
the
that
damage for that one.
27 does hit.
Yeah.
And then yeah, go ahead and roll damage.
Is it
Okay.
it's no sneak attack because it wouldn't be
Cool.
the sneak attack
he's
only get if the
resistant-
damage to
It's
cold.
resistant to cold.
Well, that's what
So
I
you
got,
see
bud.
that. And then another 12. Incredible.
Wouldn't it be sneak attack because you're attacking recklessly?
Well, because
also would
I
get sneak
technically
attack.
hit with the first. Okay. I won't
That's
argue
right.
that.
You.
Oh, you.
That is right. That is right.
Technically,
Yeah,
I
you use
hit
it
with
on
the first
one.
attack, which
Correct. So
is it the
unfortunately,
only
yeah.
time it deals damage? I don't know the rules of sneak attack. I
Yeah,
don't
because
read.
But
once per
it's
turn when you do,
hit.
and you triggered it and then found out that it didn't
Yeah.
work.
I should have
Right. So
remembered that.
unfortunately, you tried as best as you could.
I've hit him before, and I should have remembered
Yeah.
it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
I always
It's a
just
tense-
get
it's a
so
tense
angry about
moment.
this
There's a lot
stupid
going
man. I hate this fucking guy.
This
Mhm.
is that's your turn.
Yes.
Come on,
Great.
almost there.
All right.
Almost back.
Anastasia is going to go. Let's see. What can we do? What can we do?
Just stay right next to me.
Yeah, let's do that. All right. She disappears.
Great.
Okay. That is her turn. Leaf is running the fuck away. He's
He
just,
can run.
and he's not even running. He's just like, "Ah!" as he's getting up from his spot and just he's walking this way because y'all are over there. He cannot run very, very quick, but he is dashing, so we'll give him that. He makes it over to here through the darkness. I'll give him one more.
Oh,
He
buddy.
makes it through the darkness and he's like, I need to get out of here. Okay, that is his turn. That brings us over to Escher.
Almost time.
Escher cannot see, but
Come on,
he
buddy.
did know the general position that you were in, so he's just going to move over a little bit and try to claw into the void, which he was going to have disadvantage anyways. So here comes a claw attack with disadvantage.
Okay,
That's
so they all have magical
22.
dark vision.
22. They do not have magical dark vision, but it is already disadvantage anyways because
Got
you
it.
have the Shadow of Moil, so it wouldn't have done anything anyways, which is why I did it. So that is a claw attack to hit 22.
22 hits.
I'm going to forego damage,
9
and then I'm
necrotic.
going to do and then I'm going to do a bite attack with disadvantage. That's a 14, so it doesn't hit.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll take that 9 damage, increase to 5. Amazing.
3 grapples. Let's go, people.
Okay.
Oh, come on, bring it back. Bring it back.
All right. The fact that there are 3 player turns that are going to happen right now, we'll get through those, and I think we're going to have to end mid-battle on this because it is just too late. But go ahead, Lumari. What do you want to do?
Okay. So, I am going to bonus action disengage.
Okay.
And I'm going to spend 5 feet of movement to break free of my grapples. Because I have freedom of movement.
Of course. I forgot you had that. Incredible. Okay. Which, I mean, they wouldn't have fucking known anyway, so that makes sense. Okay, so you are spending... So do you have to spend it 5 feet of movement each?
Well, it says I can spend 5 feet of movement to automatically escape from non-magical restraints, such as manacles or creature that is grappled.
Plural.
It does have the word restraints with plural.
Yeah, sure. Why not? That makes sense. That's the whole fucking point of the spell, so that makes sense. Cool. All right, so you spend 5 movement speed to negate all of that grapple, so I will not grapple you anymore.
Away and I'm gonna use my movement, and I'm just gonna.
And everybody's like, "Where the fuck did they go?"
I'm just gonna circle around.
Amazing.
On this side.
Okay.
And this lady talked rude to me and would not, and I still want my seat. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pull in a good old fashioned Radiant Strike spell attack here. I am obscured, so this is advantage. That is a 24.
Yep, that hits. Or hold on. 1 sec.
if it matters. Emboldening bond makes it a 27.
Yeah, no. It is definitely not a hit. Or I mean, it is definitely a hit, is what I meant.
Oh,
So yes,
maybe
yes, that hits.
All right, so we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus 12 radiant. 40 radiant.
Incredible.
Wow.
Alrighty. So 40 radiant.
40 radiant.
Amazing.
Not
Okay.
bad. Pretty good.
Okay.
That's action. I had to use bonus action to make sure that they don't try anything, but I'm on this side and they don't know where I am because I'm darkness inside of darkness.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it for me.
Great. Sorsha.
So, did Citron take the tree out?
Yes.
You did.
Okay.
So you have it over in the middle of the chapel.
Yeah. I'd probably
okay.
place it somewhere near enough to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I will go ahead and do plant growth.
Okay.
As my action, it does have a range of 150 feet, so not
Yeah, you're good.
worried about it.
Sure.
And we're gonna go ahead and make a big old tree.
Amazing. Okay.
And that's all I can really do right this second.
We're just gonna put a fucking tree. That is not how big it is just yet. It is, however, this big now. And it is near Citron, so it is just this fucking giant tree sprouting out of the darkness that's here. Incredible. All right. You could just see like leaves kind of outside of it. All right. You have a bonus action and movement. Would you like to do anything with those?
No, I think that I'm gonna go ahead and stay where I'm at, and I don't really have a bonus action that I can use.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because
cool.
I have to wait to do the next spell till the next turn.
You can do Shillelagh.
I could do Shillelagh.
So that will activate for another 10 rounds, and then that way, if you do any Blood Spear of Kavan, you can add your wisdom.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Alrighty. Citron.
All right. I know I should be saving spell slots, but I am going to cast Spirit Guardians.
Oh, okay. All right.
Ooh.
And
Incredible.
I will be casting it at 4th level.
All right. And Spirit Guardians is 15 feet. Incredible.
Oh, do I want to do 4th level?
God damn, there are so many fucking auras happening right now.
Yeah, I'm doing it
love
at
it.
4th level.
Okay.
So it'll be
Incredible.
when those vamps start their turn, they'll be 4d8 radiant damage that they
Yep.
will be taking.
Oh,
Okay.
and Gertruda and Ludwig both have wounds from me.
Okay. I will put
They get it right away,
a
don't they?
Orange counter.
Because when the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or
On a
starts its turn. So
Yes.
I know that from Baldur's Gate.
Right.
Is that when you cast Spirit Guardians, it auto hits everyone.
It pops off, yeah.
Or starts its turn there. So you would only be able to get one of these. So just keep that in
Would
mind.
it?
It says, oh, hold on. When the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there. So I guess that's, okay.
They're
That
both
would be
built
both,
separate
right?
conditions.
Yep.
Yeah.
Separate conditions.
All right. Fucking double damage here. Let's
Numbers.
get it. Alrighty.
They get saves.
Yeah, they get saves. No, it'll be good. It'll be all good. You're doing necrotic damage, right?
No, radiant.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I'm good.
All right.
Or neutral.
Are you sure?
God.
Are you sure? You don't want to do necrotic? Are
Yeah,
you
I'm
sure?
pretty sure. No.
See,
All right.
can we get a? I
be
need to
fun.
turn my
Spell
shadow
save-
moil
spell save is
into light of
20.
moil.
Okay. This is an incredibly fucked encounter, and I love it.
What
I don't know
more
why it says
could you
spell save
expect?
17, because on my sheet it says spell save 20.
Okay. I think the final thing that I'm gonna end tonight with is Ismark actively sobbing as he continues to try and attack Sorsha.
No one cares about him.
I care about him. Can I
This
teleport
just,
in? Can I switch?
We don't
If
even know
it
if it
hits.
hits yet. Yeah. Let's
Let's just-
see.
let's push Ismark into the hole and close it up and just deal with him later.
Actual good idea.
That's tomorrow's problem.
Yeah,
Oh my
it's-
god, he doesn't need to breathe either. Holy
Hear,
shit.
hear me out. We pushed them all in there.
That's actually
we trapped
such
them
a
all in the hole.
fucking good idea.
They can
Okay,
try
so
and force
12
their way
does
out.
not hit.
That's true.
No.
An 18
Yeah.
does, though.
Yeah.
Katya, you want to take that?
I would like to take that, yeah.
Aw.
Okay. You are no longer grappled. And you are now within 5 feet of Sorsha, taking the attack with your shield, though he is able to get some purchase. So we will say that will be a grapple. So we'll put you right there. We're gonna grapple. And then we will close out. Is there anything you say as you teleport into where Ismark is?
I just say, like, Ismark, snap out of it. You don't have to do this.
As he's holding on to you. I can't stop. I'm sorry. So, we will end there. One fucking hectic battlefield in front of us. And we will pick up on October 7th.
Yeah,
Ooh,
long time
so
from
far
now.
away.
Very long
time.
time. I will put
Big fight to leave that on.
excess notes about this encounter
gotta
and where we
remember
are
what
right
all
now.
these orcs
Because
are.
this is so much that we just got done, but it is late and we need to
Rahadin, no
end tonight.
psychic damage.
write
Write
that
that in
down.
my notes in big letters.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, with that, we are going to end tonight's session. Thank you all so much for joining us. Make sure to level up, and we will see you all on October 7th. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.